Hello, I'm Azai. Welcome back to another update video. So this is just an update video because I want to give you guys my final thoughts on Rance 03 since I finished the game about 3 days ago at this point, and I said I was gonna make a bonus episode for you guys, but after looking at the wiki and looking at the amount of stuff that I'm currently missing, sad to say that I won't be making that bonus episode. I really thought that the end game of Ranso 3 was gonna have us, I thought we were gonna have an 8 scene with Mikkel. We, of course, missed two 8 scene variants of Corrin's H scene since we need to beat the Super Course and also the King Course rate. But I don't know. I feel like it's just not worth the effort I put into for making like another bonus episode. Since the amount of stuff that I'm missing is actually not that much in comparison to, let's say, Rance 01. Because then again, in Rance 01, it was pretty bad how if you miss a specific thing, you actually miss the 8 scene altogether, right? I'm looking at you, Nakai and Nami. If you guys don't know what you need to do for Nakai and Nami at the very beginning of the game, then you are just locked out of their scenes, which is very, very bad. In 03, there's actually nothing like that, so you don't really get locked out of any scene. I I just feel like I don't know. 03, for all the hype I had on it, it delivers in some, but it also fails in some. In the aspects that it does deliver is that the fact that it's very faithful to the original, the main story is very faithful, and the voice acting is such a nice touch that you're like, oh man, I there's no way I can play another Rance game without voice acting because this is just so good. Especially the VA for Konami and I kid you not, Lola, even though she's just a side character, she had such an amazing role and her voice is just crazy. I actually do like Lola's voice quite a lot. Konami's voice, it's okay. I just feel like we didn't even get a Konami 8 scene. We just got her, torture scene throughout all the game, but we don't get an 8 scene with her. I'm like, god damn. This is one of those times where the faithfulness to the OG, I feel like should be, remade. We should be getting a new 8 scene with Leah. In the OG, you don't get a scene with Leah. You do get the wholesome scene where she's trying to show off her room and whatnot, right? And she even show off her like underwear for Rance in the OG, and it was a pretty cute scene, and it actually even had a CG. But come on, it was the perfect chance for us to get an 8 scene with Leah again. But I guess it's because Leah was the main heroine technically for 01. They didn't want to do it again, but I feel like it was such a missed opportunity. It could have been so good. And I gotta say, I did not enjoy the gameplay as much, guys. I felt like when it comes to Alisoft games, for the most part, they did a very good job in making the gameplay not feel like a typical JRPG. So, all the games that I've played from them, Rance 01 was actually pretty good. I did enjoy Rance 01 because the gameplay was just basically us and Sil, right? And yeah, I think it really was just us and Sil. I do like the fact that a lot of other people join us in Rance 03. It makes the whole journey a lot more epic, right? But at the same time, the gameplay, just talking about the gameplay, it's not that good. I feel like they could have expanded the gameplay from 01 into something much better with party members and such, but I don't know. I felt like the gameplay was not really all that good in 03. And that was the bad thing about it, I'm gonna say. That's also the reason why I'm not making the bonus episode, since a lot of the things that I'm missing is just gameplay, and I felt like I don't really care too much about the gameplay of 03. I love Rance's antics, and I love the story, and I love the world building. That's the thing that I like about 03. The original 03 was just, or sorry, not 03, but the original 3 was so good because it set up a lot of the characters that we were gonna see in the future, right? It set up the devils, it set up the archfiend, it set up the demon realm monsters, it talked about Hellman, but it expanded the lore that was just from the typical JRPG thing from Zero One and Zero Two, which is just like Rance's adventure, into something much more grand scale, right? So that's the reason why I like O3. And while O3 is still very good, after playing through it again and after finishing 6 and 9, O3 really is just a setup game. Sadly, that's the thing that I'm gonna have to say. It sets up a very good game, but because this itself is just a setup game, it kind of loses its own, its own identity. It was also clear by the end of the game that, especially with the CG, it was a cliffhanger game. When you finish it, you don't feel, oh my god, that was an epic journey and it was complete, right? You just want to play more after you finish this game. Unlike when you play, like, say, 6 and 9, when you finish those games, you're like, god damn, yeah, that was an epic journey and I'm finished and I'm happy about it. In this one, you're happy about it, but you're like, I feel like there's something missing, you know? That's what I felt when I played Rance 3. So even though it is still a very good game, I feel they could have done something in the remake that makes it, not just a remake, it into a complete game. Like maybe having an end game or something. They don't even they don't even have a remake for Zero Force, or for people that are anticipating that. I don't even know if that's gonna be happening. The last remake was this, right? Zero 03, which is in what, 2014, 2015? The Japanese version? So I kind of doubt that Zero 04 is ever going to happen. So, yeah. For the most part, that's about it. About, the final thoughts I have on O3. It delivers in some good aspects of it, but it also fails on some aspects. But then again, as I said, my hype for the game was pretty darn high since it's my Rance game ever since I finished Sengoku. Like, when did I finish Sengoku? A year, 2 years ago at this point? So, I still had a lot of fun, like, voice acting it and telling you guys the story and whatnot. I feel like, looking at my older videos and my older voice acting, this was where I truly was able to say I went all out into voice acting. Probably because the voice acting of the other characters helped me kind of get myself amped up and want to be in the role of Rance a lot more too. Like I kind of don't want to be. Like these guys are already doing their best voice acting the characters, right? I don't want to just half-ass my own voice. Is that if that makes sense? So, um, at least I can say that I had a ton of fun just voice acting 03 for sure. And the fact that you guys also seem to enjoy it, to me, it's kind of humbling, because I played the Rand series back when I was like a wee lad, maybe when I was, I don't know, 13, 14, right? And I played Sengoku, and I always had a picture in my mind that this is how Rance acts. So I'm just voicing how I imagine him to be when I was like, when I was younger. And if you guys actually do enjoy that, I'm pretty grateful because that's just how I imagine it. And if my imagination is the same as you guys, and if I can deliver Rance in the same way as how I imagine him to be, and I'm pretty happy about that. But yeah, that's about it about the update video. The other updates, or sorry, not the other updates. The upload schedule after this is gonna be the same as usual. I'll be continuing to upload Amayui till it's done, and after that we'll probably continue to 9-9. After 9-9, we'll probably go to Ponkotsu Akuma and then Ultra C, and then yeah, basically we're gonna keep uploading until YouTube gets the same amount of stuff that's on Patreon. And my teeth is not removed yet. I'll probably remove it maybe about in a week or two, maybe like even next month, depending on when my niece is gonna go to the dentist. Since I'm not hurting all that much anymore, I don't really feel like it's that much of a priority for me to remove my wisdom tooth. So I'm just gonna go when she makes a schedule with the dentist. But yeah, I'm gonna be playing some more Baldur's Sky after this, but I need to watch my own video since I don't remember what the fuck happened since it's been 2 weeks. Okay, hope you guys have a good and enjoyable day. Hope you guys enjoyed the playthrough because I did. even though it was a bit lacking. It was a bit, missing. Something was missing. But hope Rance 10 is going to be able to deliver something even more better, even more enjoyable. And I do think it will. Looking at the amount of 10 votes on VNDB, I'm expecting very good things about it. See you guys.